today. Welcome to another edition of Bullseye. Thanks all of you for your letters at home asking about my voice, which, as you know, has been struggling a bit. It's a lot better now. It's now, and it's only good time to time. But really, thanks very much. And thanks to the Nuffield Hospital in Lancaster who sorted me sinuses out. I've had a little bit of trouble, so thanks John Cherry and all the team there. It really is excellent now. I got the bill last week. I think I paid through the nose for it. No, I had to get a bridging loan, really. But no, no, it's not to be sniffed at. Anyway, thanks very much all at Lancaster. Let's meet our contestants tonight who are going to play Bullseye. Give them a nice round of applause. Hiya, Jason. How are you?
Fine.
Welcome to the show, and Pete.
Hello, John.
Welcome to the show. Nice to have you both with us. Are you from Essex?
Yep.
And what do you do, Jason?
Repair washing machines, vacuum cleaners.
Vacuum clean, yeah, yeah. Good. Are you married?
No.
No, but I mean, with a vacuum cleaner, you'll be able to pick your own bits of fluff up, won't you? How are you, Pete?
Fine.
Nice to see you. Listen, you've got a lot of nicknames, haven't you?
Quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, go on now, let's study the face at home for a minute. Tell us these nicknames, go on.
Demis.
Demis, I can see the Demis. Can you see the Demis Roussos? Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Max Wall.
Max Wall.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
No, I can't do the ball guy,
look a
though.
bit like but you've got a new nickname now, haven't you?
Just recently I've earned a new one, yeah.
What's that?
Well, I had an accident at work and sliced a lump out the top of my head.
Yeah, so what do they call you?
The money box.
That's all right, isn't it? That's very good. What's your hobby? You got a hobby?
Temping bowling, yeah.
You like temping bowling? You'll have to be careful with a head like that. They'll stick their fingers up your nose and roll you down the thing, won't you? Nice to see you. Have a lovely night with us, Pete. Off you go. We'll see you in a minute. How are you, Gary? Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. And Brian, how are you? Right. Welcome to Birmingham. Now then, you're from well, you're North London, aren't you, Hitchin? Yeah. Well, who do you play darts with?
I play for the Cock at Hitchin.
Now then, Brian. I'm saying nothing there. You were in the police, Brian?
I was, yes.
Yeah, you're retired now.
I'm retired now.
And what do you do now?
I'm a solicitor's court clerk now.
So you've gone poacher turned gamekeeper now, have you? From being
That is the way round, yes.
The prosecutor, you're now helping the defence.
That's right, yes.
Good. Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, most of the time.
Yeah, you don't look a miserable pleader to me. It's not bad, is it? Have a good night with us, Brian. Thanks for coming. Off you go. See you in a minute. Now then, Jenny, how are you?
Hello.
All the way from Bristol, I think. How are you, Harry?
How are you?
Did you fall asleep in the greenhouse? You are a tall fella, you. know? Gracious me. It's daughter and father, isn't it? That's right. And what are your hobbies, Jenny?
Well, I like swimming and knitting and jogging.
Really?
And balloon fiestas.
But just in Bristol, there's this guy makes all these balloons, isn't
Yes,
it? The
Don
shapes of...
Cameron.
Makes the house, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. It's lovely. Yeah, we mentioned, you didn't mind us mentioning, Harry, you're a tall lad. How tall are you, Harry?
6'5".
6'5". And you carry it very well, sir, with respect, because you're not a youngster, are you? You do carry it well. Has it ever posed any problems to you being 6'5"?
Yes, one stands out in particular when I was caught up in the 1st Militia just before the war.
This is in the Second World War we're talking
That's
about,
right.
1939.
No,
No, I mean that because you'll see why in a second. We weren't being rude to you then, where we're going, because it's a super tale, this.
And when we went to France, everyone in the unit was issued with battle dress, but they didn't have one to fit me, so I went in tunic, breeches and puttees
From the First
World War.
So he was out fighting for us in World War II, we're in World War I stuff. The Germans were out there, thought, where's he been for 20 years? Harry, go and sit down over there, we'll see you in a minute. Give him a nice round of applause, our contestants. Good. We've met our contestants. There's Bully's category board. Bonus areas in each category if the dart player does as his partner asks and hits the subject he chooses. To remind you at home quickly, questions in the first round, £30 each. Off we go. Just relax. You've all the time in the world. Pete, choose a subject for Jason.
Faces, please, Jim.
Yes, all right. Come on, Jason. Faces we want. Good start for him. £50 he's got. For another £30, Pete, look at your monitors. Now, Pete first, but the rest of you look as well. Who is that? Pete?
Sebastian Coe.
Sebastian Coe is right. Great English athlete. Well done. Brian for Gary.
Places, please.
Yes, all right. Come on, guys. Places we want. Yes, £50. Well done there, Gary. For another £30, Brian, who replaced President Marcos of the Philippines as leader of the government?
Oh, I don't know.
With no light on either. You do surprise me. A very brave lady, Corey Aquino. Harry for Jen. What do you think?
Sport, please, Jim.
Yes, come on, Jenny. Sport for your dad. Yes, £30. For another £30, Harry, what is the name of the Test cricket ground at Nottingham? Shh, shh, shh. You do know that, Harry?
Yeah.
No, but you can come in and you can get a few quid back, Brian.
Trent Bridge.
Trent Bridge is right. Gives you a £30 bonus, which gives us Pete and Jason with £80, Brian and Gary with £80, and Harry and Jenny with £30. Well done. OK. We're all nicely settled in now. Well done, all of you. You're going very nicely. Round 2, the questions £50 each. A little bit more difficult. So choose a subject, Pete, for Jason.
Showbiz, please.
Showbiz. Come on, Jason. Showbiz we'd like. £50. For another £50, Pete, in EastEnders, what is the name of the wine bar type pub which is the Queen Vic's rival? You've no lights on, so you're OK. None of you. The Dagmar. Oh dear, isn't that annoying? 17 million people can't be wrong. Right. Come on, Brian, for Gary.
Take Britain, please.
Britain we'd like, Gary. It's not. It's gone into words. So you've no bonus, but for £50, Brian, here we go. What do the initials of the British SAS troop stand for?
Special Air Services.
Special Air Services, right? Good lad, no problem. You've got your £50. Harry for Jenny.
Britain, please, Jim.
Yes, come on, Jen. Britain we'd like. It's not. It's spelling, but the subject's still there, so you can still win, Harry, £50 if you can spell for me this. Please spell cafeteria, meaning a type of self-service restaurant. Harry?
C-A-F-E-T-E-R-I-A.
Let's try it with bully. C-A-F-E-T-E-R-I-A gets you £50. Well done, Harry. At the end of that round, we've £130 with Pete and Jason. Brian and Gary have £130, and Harry and Jenny have £80. Well done, all of you. Well done. You're going very well. You really are doing very well. Questions in the next round are £100 each. That's what you can win if you get them right. You've got affairs, history, books, and Britain. So here we go. Last round in this part of the game. Pete for Jason.
History, please, Jim.
History. Good man. You see right in front of... Well, there are 2 spaces either side. Pressure's off him a bit. And that's £100 on history. Well done. That's marvellous. Here we are. History. In British politics, who was known as the architect of the national health, Pete?
Anarin Bevan.
Anarin Bevan is right. They called me the architect when I was in hospital. I had designs on the nurses. £100. Well done. That's excellent. You really are playing very, very well. Brian for Gary.
Take Britain, please.
Yes, all right. Come on. Britain we want, Gary. He handled it very well. £30 for Britain. For another £100 for you, Brian. For which former British Prime Minister was Chartwell a country residence, Brian?
Say Churchill.
You're absolutely right for £100. It was Chartwell. In fact, that's where he used to do all his painting and build his walls, didn't he? Fine, £100 you got. Harry for Jenny.
Affairs, please, Jim.
Affairs we'd like, Jenny. Affairs we'd like. £50. For another £100, Harry, affairs. Look at your monitors for a film clip. That was the Queen with King Hassan of Morocco when he paid a state visit here in July '87. As they arrived at Buckingham Palace, they encountered a small problem. Harry, for £100, can you tell me what it was?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can't remember.
Well, and with no light on. In fact, it was a question of protocol. Who should get out of the carriage first? In fact, the Queen did. Quite right, too. So there we have, at the end of that part of the game, £330 for Pete and Jason, Brian and Gary with £260. We've got to say cheerio to Harry and Jenny with £130. Come on, Jen. All right. Go on, Harry. There are your bullies. Take those with our compliments. £130. I shall count this out for you now. We know there's exactly 100. 10, 20, 30. Do keep your eye on the game because they're playing very well. You could well be back at the end. Don't be too depressed. It's not bad, is it, for a night's work, that, Jen? You do a bit of ballooning with that. Very nice to see you, Jen. Thank you very much indeed. And Harry. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Nice couple from Bristol there. We've had to say cheerio to them. We may well see them later on, but now in the next 3 or 4 minutes, we've got to lose yet another couple. Here we go. Traditional match play dartboard. The 2 remaining dart players compete in 3 rounds of darts against each other and win for their partner's questions. And the value of that question is the winning score. So basically, Jason and Gary, it's pounds for a point. In you come here, and you come and stand with me, Gary. Listen to Tony, who will help you all he can.
OK, Jason. Nice and easy. Off we go. 20. 20. Another 20, 60. Well done, Jason. OK, Gary, 60 to beat. 5. Another 5. And 19, 29. So Jason takes the first round with 60, Jim.
Well, it's a £60 question here for you. What is the name of the east-west crossing at the Berlin Wall?
Checkpoint Charlie.
Excellent. Gives you another £60. £390, playing £260. Back to Tony.
OK, Jason. Second round. 20. 20. And treble 20, 100. Well done, Jason. There you have it, Gary. 100 to beat. 5. Treble 5. Another 5. 25. Unlucky. Second round to Jason.
It's quite a valuable question to you, this, Pete. For £100. Which size of paper has now been mostly replaced by the international size A4?
Quarto.
It's not. What about it, Brian?
Say A5.
It's not. No, it's not. That's a road going down to Bristol. In fact, it's the other one to Quarto. What is it? Tell us, Pete. Foolscap, you went for the wrong one. Never mind. You're still in front. £390, playing 260. Back to Tony.
Final round, Jason to throw. 20. 5. And 20. 45. 45, Gary. 20. 20. And treble 20, 100 takes the final round. Well done, Gary.
Very good. Too late. So Brian and Gary, with £360, we've got to say a temporary goodbye to you. In you come. Very good. That was excellent, wasn't it? Just that little bit short. Never mind. You've done very, very well. You've got 2 bullseye tankards along with your bullies. There they are. Take those with our compliments. £360 you've got. I shall count it out during the break. We'd like you to stay with us, and we'll be back in a couple of throws. Thanks for watching.